get the glory. Never back down, they gon' hear the story. Oh, let them tell the story. Pass it down the generations, so gon' keep our soul free. Oh, never show mercy, ain't no soldier worthy. Can't no weapon hurt me, y'all gon' have to curse me. Marching with 1,000 feet, all my soldiers serve me. Ain't no weapon when we step in, those kiddies concern me. Oh, we won't not retreat till we get the glory. Till we get the glory, they gon' see our soul bleed. We won't not retreat till we get the glory. Till we make it glory, we gon' give it to them all.
Hello, dear samurai. I hope everybody's doing decent today. Today, I want to share my amazing experience with Ghost of Tsushima. This game has made me love Japanese culture and lore to an extent that I had not previously, and I seriously want to thank Sucker Punch for creating such a masterpiece like this one. For starters, I had never played this epic game before, and I saw Ubisoft destroying their once beloved franchise with taking Yasuke, a non-relevant part of Japanese culture and lore, and making him the main protagonist of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, the issue with this character is not his skin color, but the purpose behind putting him in this beautiful, rich lore of the Japanese people. He was historically accurate, but we can all agree an African individual does not represent Japanese people or culture. Ubisoft team, which is full purple-haired woman, took the liberty to include this obsession with black people and incorporate it into an odd setting for Africans. Bayek was a black character in Origins, and he was one of my favorite assassins of all time. In Black Flag, your right hand was a black assassin, and he was loyal and fierce. Now, this character's made perfect sense in the settings, which is very diverse, the Caribbean and Egypt, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Such as I loved Ezio in Italy and Connor in America. I would not change those characters ever, because they were all fantastic and had their charm. But in feudal Japan, and main protagonist being a black African, man, I am sorry guys, this makes zero sense. Did he exist? Yes. Was he a samurai? No one knows for sure. Wikipedia changes every second for this Yasuke character. But meanwhile that happens, there are so many great legendary samurais who represent Japan in all its glory and honor that we know the intentions of Ubisoft, but the backlash is real, my friends. The most disliked Assassin's Creed of all times. Ubisoft deserves this, and although I purchased many of their titles and I have a deep love for the franchise, I have to sadly part ways with this franchise. That's my sad message. Sorry for the long intro guys, but I had to get that out of my system. I hope all of you stayed here after my depressing rant, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, my friend, and that light is Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know why, having a PS5 myself, I never gave this game a chance before this madness with AC Shadows, but it's better late than never. This game is a masterpiece, I would just simply say that right now. If you've never played Ghost of Tsushima and have a PS5, it's free with a PS Plus subscription on PSN. But if you want the complete edition, you can purchase that as well. I heard it's also on PC now. I wish I'd had one because this game has to be the best and most beautiful game in terms of graphics I've ever played. The lightning, the trees, the blood, and level of detail is outstanding in this piece of art. Sucker Punch really outdid themselves with this game, and I am glad the people of Japan made the Ghost of Tsushima devs the ambassadors of the real island. They really do deserve it because the respect and love is shown in this video game. So besides graphics that are top of the line, what else does this game have to offer, Marcos? Well, my friend, I am glad you asked. The story. If you love to feel like a badass warriors at odds with the huge empire of China, the Mongols, in a setting where you feel overwhelmed and overrun by Mongols, this is the perfect fantasy for you to dive into. Man, I can't express how special you feel in this world. People start making legends of you. Some call you a demon, some call you a hero, and some call you the Ghost of Tsushima because you fight like a ravaging spirit against all odds to defend Tsushima from its invaders. I have to say, you feel like a true Japanese hero playing this game. The story of you taking back the island and you helping out the villagers, it's one of the most satisfying stories I've played in a long time. You really get lost in this world as time goes on and start appreciating even real life lessons the game will teach you. This game is not like the current games who scold you to be a puppet to indoctrinate you of the woke masses or to feel guilty of your own race. This game is about honoring your own heritage, feeling proud of who you are, showing courage, fighting for what you believe, and honoring your foes even if they don't. And I love this thing, man. I love it. This game shows how a true masculine man should behave. I guess this is why I love this game, because it resonates with me a lot. Since the attack of masculinity and the never-ending hate towards males in general, it's refreshing to find a game that respects us. Honestly, thank you. I never thought I'd be thanking a game developer, but honestly, thank you for making this game. Well, now that I went over the amazing story without spoiling it too much, what about the gameplay mechanics? You thought the graphics and the story was the best thing in the game? My friend, I am happy to inform you that every aspect of this game gets better and better. If you like a great combat mechanic with a fresh take on samurai legends, this game delivers. Let me introduce you to the stances. We know Japanese samurais have different style arts of combat, and this game portrays that beautifully with stances. Some are better against sword and shields, some better against spears and brutes. These different stances can be changed during an engagement at any given time, making the combat immersive and very hands-on. If you take your eyes off your opponents, they will punish you. I love games that don't babysit you, and this game doesn't do that. Instead, it hands you the tools for you to create your ultimate samurai in this journey. We have stances, but then we have our regular skill points. You can improve attacks, defense, and all sorts of abilities at your disposal, while also improving your gathering skills to be able to find more loot, and have better chances of hearing enemies from afar, or better stealth attributes. Talking about stealth gameplay, this gameplay feels more like Assassin's Creed than Assassin's Creed should be playing like. Seriously, if you loved Ezio's stealthy mechanics when Assassin's Creed used to be a good game, you will love this game. You have smoke bombs, bushes to hide and attack, cinematic air stealth attacks, bow abilities, and hazards that can be used against the enemies strategically. You name it, it's all here. This is a true ninja slash samurai game. You will get this fantasy here. There's also multiplayer. I wish I had some friends to play it with because it looks fantastic, and you can create your own samurai warrior. I haven't played too much here, but I've played random online matches and can say that it was very fun. The looting is really good, not too different from other ARPGs, but as satisfying as most ARPGs. You find armor and materials to upgrade your beloved armor pieces and weapons. Boss battles also feel ridiculously good in this game. Adrenaline flows the first time you encounter skilled warriors such as yourself, and you have to adapt to their stances and attacks. Magnificently done here. This game is a love letter to Tsushima. It's a love letter to gamers who love to be spoiled with great games, but most importantly, respectful to Japanese culture and lore. Let me know if you guys have played Ghost of Tsushima down in the comment section, and if you like it as much as myself and you enjoyed this video and watched it all the way till the end, please like and support my channel by subscribing. I appreciate it, dear samurai, and till the next one.